Yo, yo, yo. I'm trying to get it set up quick as I can. Um, I'm on my mobile. I'm on my mobile right now, so it's a little hard for me to do this the way that I want to do it. Um, Wait till we get a few people in here. Let's wait till we get a few people in here. What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on with you guys, man? All right. What's good? What's good? What's good? Now, I talked to T2I yesterday. I talked to Coach Hayes yesterday. I tell you that last night I didn't want to do it, but last night I had got some information on what Miami and Coach Cristobal, what they were trying to do for Coach Cristobal. Coach Cristobal reportedly is offered $90 million for 10 years. That's the reported offer that I got. It's the reported offer. So I'm gonna tell you that, and I was going to do it last night, but I left it alone. You can ask Coach Hayes, you can ask T2Y, I talked to both of them about it. But the reported offer that I got was 10 years, 90 million. Now reported that Manny Diaz is no longer the head football coach at the University of Miami. Like I said, again, thank you, Billy Wilson. Thank you, Chuck Persons. And thank you, 786. Because as you guys do know, me and 786 still talk. And 786 is working really hard behind the scenes trying to get information. And that information came from my brother 786, who in turn it came from one of the guys that he's really close to. That's a booster in the program. So much respect to 786 for calling me last night and let me know about the 90 million, 10-year, $90 million deal. These guys work really hard just so I succeed. So after that happened last night, it's 10 years, 90 million. The offer is 10 years, 90 million. The numbers aren't out there yet, but this is the reported numbers that Miami offered. I talked to Billy today. Billy said it's on the 1 yard line. As he was saying it was on the 1 yard line, is when the news broke about Manny Diaz reportedly being fired. So these guys are accurate, man. I mean, 786, Billy Wilson, Chuck First, these guys are accurate, bro. Give them their flowers. These guys are fucking accurate. We talked about the push for Manny on Friday. We talked about this Friday. I mean, the push for Mario on Friday. 2 hours later, over here, we talked about the push for Friday. 2 hours later, it was out there. This is not all Twitter. Oh, this is all on Twitter. I understand that this is all on Twitter. I understand that this is all on Twitter. 786. 786 in the chat. 786 broke it to me last night. I just told y'all. 786 broke it to me last night about the 10-year, $90 million. I said, you guys all work hard. Give these guys their flowers, bro. Give these guys their flowers. This is not on Twitter. This did not come from Twitter. This was out. Like I said, talk to Olsen. Talk to T2Y, talk to Coach Hayes. Talked about this last night. 786 broke this last night. Not me, not Twitter. 786. Okay? Feel like Billy Wilson broke the whole story Friday. Okay? So nah, we're not gonna do this Twitter thing because it wasn't out on Twitter. It wasn't out on Twitter 30 minutes ago. It's out on Twitter now. Um, Now I am not the biggest fan of Mario, but I will support Mario once the deal goes through. Hey, 786, I put the stream key in for you to come in. Try to click on that stream key, Mario. I said Mario. Try to click on that stream key, 786, if you can come in. Let me see. And do that again. Right, yes. All right. There you go again. That's a stream key I just posted. Right there. So the one thing that and y'all can look at the new office and this is where this is my second home up in Charlotte. This is where this is where I'll be doing a lot of my videos on. I know it's nuts in the Gables, but remember Friday when we said that it's going to be the next 72 hours is going to be crazy? We said that Friday. Saturday, 24 hours. Sunday's 48 hours. Monday is the 72nd hour. This is what we said was going to happen. This is what we said is going to happen. This is what we said was going to happen Friday. We said this Friday that the next 72 hours are going to be crazy. And this is what has happened. There was no we wasn't speculating, we wasn't doing this, we wasn't on the Twitterverse. None of this shit came from Twitterverse. We weren't on Twitterverse. You had that's why I say I'm not gonna sit here and let people say Twitter, it is that. Billy Wilson, Chuck Person, 786, those guys bust their ass to get this information to you guys before Twitter. Okay? Before Twitter, before Facebook, before IG. So I'm going to give those guys their flowers because they bust their ass to get you guys this information. So not gonna give it to Twitter or nobody else. I'm gonna give it to. I'm not giving it to myself. It goes to those guys. 786, Billy Wilson, Chuck Person. It goes to those three guys right there. Period. What's going on, Jay? What's going on, JP?
Yeah, what's up, bro? Well, your boy's on to something. He said what by Monday is gonna be some big announcements going on.
What he said? He said the next 72 hours are gonna be crazy. Is that not what he said?
Yeah. So we got
oh,
two.
My bad.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I'm with you. I personally don't think he's worth the money, that kind of money. But at 786, at the end of the day, no coach, even Slim Shady Kane said, no coach, if they fire Manny, no coach is going to come here without at least probably a 10-year deal. Remember Slim Shady said that? You're going to have to give the money up.
Yeah, what's his name? Changed the market. What's his name? Who's the one that got a big bag? The other coach?
Oh, from USC? From Oklahoma?
The one before, the one of them that got the highest pay, like he threw the whole market off.
I think the guy from Oklahoma that went to USC.
Yeah, somebody got some crazy money. I don't remember. It was like 9 or 10 million a year.
The guy from USC.
Yeah,
guy from Oklahoma that went to USC. Yeah.
Right. So that threw the whole market off. So they had to pay him.
No, that's not why they had to pay him. No, they had to pay him because no coach was going to come to Miami and get ran out in 3 years.
That too.
No coach was going to come to Miami and get ran out in 3 years. It wasn't going to happen. They had to pay anybody. They had to pay any coach unless they come from high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, JP had texted me, Manny gone, but he had already. I was on the phone with Billy when Billy was talking about it.
Yeah, I seen it like when we got up, but
But,
I wasn't online yet, but I
but
seen
I
it.
didn't want to. I didn't want to go on Football Bill was live. I didn't want to go live and to cut into their show and do anything. And I was too tired to go live and talk about the $90 million contract that 786 told me about last night. So let me tell you how this broke down. I'm on my way to Charlotte, where I'm at right now. I'm on my way to Charlotte, at my new house in Charlotte, and so now I'm living in Columbia and Charlotte at the same damn time. Um, so I'm on my way to Charlotte. 786 calls me. He says there's an offer out for 90 million for 90 million for 10 years, $90 million for Mario. All right. And I think I called Coach Hayes and I called T2Y because I was on the road and I didn't want to be driving and break it. So I was on the road. So I called T2Y and I called Coach Hayes to see if one of them wanted to talk about it. And both of them respectfully was like, nah, that's yours. So you talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate both of them respectfully, but I couldn't do it last night. And then when I got here, I'm with my girl, so I wasn't about to come on live last night and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't talk about it last night, and I dropped the ball on that. But I should have talked about it last night because I knew once that offer was out there, it was on the 1 yard line. Even 786 said it was on the 1 yard line. Billy said it was on the 1 yard line. It was on the 1 yard line. And like you said, Chuck said it. What next 72 hours going to be crazy.
You think we're gonna have to You think we're gonna have to announce the AD on Monday separate, or do them both at the same time?
Probably gonna do them both at the same time. So if y'all want to donate to the Cash App, man, if y'all can donate to the Cash App, I definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Got 124 people in. Everybody hit $1. 124 people can hit $1. Come on, y'all help me. Y'all help me out, bro. We killing it. JP, are we killing it right now, JP?
Hey, 786 coming in the chat now.
I tried to get him to come in. I don't know if he's gonna come in. He might be at work. He works a crazy hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me see. John Ruiz on Twitter about the stadium. There is no stadium going to Coral Gables. Listen to me. There's no stadium going up in Coral Gables. This is why I'm not with the Twitterverse. There is no stadium going up in Coral Gables.
No way.
Now, I would have to be proven wrong for that. I have to see the day that they drive. Even if University of Miami said we're going to put a stadium in Coral Gables, I won't believe it because there's no room to put it there. There's no land in Coral Gables. There's not enough land in Coral Gables left to put a stadium.
That's all residential, man. Ain't nobody. Nah, that's all residential. Ain't nobody gonna prove that.
Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. Please stop it with the bro. Go to the Hard Rock. You know what? I'm not gonna even talk about it. Anybody mention stadium, I'm not gonna. I swear I'm not. You're not
no. I'm just saying like that Coral Gables thing. That ain't gonna happen. If it's gonna happen, it's not.
I'm tired of even talking about it. I'm tired of even talking about it. I'm tired
that's not an issue right now. I don't know why that's not an issue right now.
Listen to me. 8850 Kane. Leave it alone. I don't want to talk about it. Go to the Rock. Go to the Rock. Okay. I'm tired of talking about that. For real. That shit is just getting on my nerves. We're talking about the coach and the AD, and you're talking about a stadium. Like for real.
Yeah, we ain't worried about no damn stadiums right now, bro. That's like that's the least of our.
Last thing on my mind. I'm worried about winning. Last thing on my mind is stadium. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, bro, what's going on with you?
What's up?
What's up, man? You broke it last night. You broke it last night. Philip Smith, appreciate the $5 donation. I wanted to come here.
I'm at the Dolphin tailgate, man. What's up?
Man, hey, you broke it last night. You broke this shit last night. And that's why I was telling people, even before you came in, I said 786 said this last night when he broke down the contract. 10 years, 90 million is what's reported, right?
Yeah, Crystal Ball got him by the balls, man. They gonna get him in whatever he want, man. They got him by the balls.
And that's what I was saying. I wanted to break it last night, but I was driving and you was driving. For 10 years, $90 million, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, they're gonna get about $9 million a year. I mean,
about 9, right at 9.
It's his job to turn down right now. It's his job to turn down. So it is what it is. I don't think he's worth that type of money, but it is what it is. You know?
That's the market. That's the market right now, though.
It's not. It's not that that's the market. Any coach that was going to come to Miami was going to demand about 10 years. Any coach, just
Yeah,
because
but
of the last couple coaches.
Miami always never gave more than four or 5 years contract when they give
Yeah,
coaches.
and then they fire him in 3.
Exactly. 5 or 3 or 4 years. You're right.
So a coach wanted security, not
And
just for him,
Oregon,
but for his.
I tell you, Oregon offered him 7 years. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. You here?
I tell you, Oregon tried to give him a 6 to 7 year, $50 million. And I told you, I'm gonna blow the shot the window.
And you called. What time you called me last night? By 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, with that
Yeah.
information.
But like I said, but Zoe, hey Zoe,
Yes, sir.
hello,
Yeah, you here? You here?
hey Zoe, like I've been telling people for years on the chat, man, you them got plenty of money down there. They just choose not to spend it, but now they have no choice but to spend it. But all that's choice about people talking about, oh, you ain't got that money, this and that. You don't got billionaires down there, man. Now they want to spend the money because they have no choice. So I always knew Miami had money to spend. They just choose not to spend on coaching because they've been getting by for years, just get average coaches. But now it's coming to the limelight. But all that talk about, oh, you don't make got money, you don't got money. I always knew that was bullshit talk. You don't got plenty of money down there. They got plenty. They got boosters with plenty of money down
Yeah, they got boosters with plenty of money. You like I say, it's stories that you've gotten that you broke over here that's legendary. And the one that you sent me last night was another epic. It was another epic. You know what I'm saying? Legendary type shit.
there. They got a
Because
cat. They got a cat like hello.
I'm you here? You here? You still here?
Yeah, they got a cat like Rued. They got a cat like Miss Sofa. Them people billionaires, man. Them people got plenty of money, man.
Exactly. And everybody that's on the board of trustees is damn near being out.
Yeah, they got plenty of money. But no, remember I told you years ago when they made I knew Blake was gonna get fired because remember when they hired Manny, the fans wanted Manny, but a lot of board of trustees didn't want Manny. I told you,
Yeah.
Manny, they blame Manny Daddy for tearing down the Orange Bowl, which Orange Bowl is a dump anyway. But they blame
Yeah.
Manny Daddy for tearing down the Orange Bowl. So a lot of them didn't
Yeah.
like Manny from the get go. They didn't want Manny from the get go, but the fans wanted Manny. So Blake hired Manny. But a lot of
Yeah.
board of trustees didn't want Manny. They felt like Blake rushed to hire. But he was getting the fans what they wanted.
Yeah.
So so a
And
So
lot
you
of
wait, they
board
broke
didn't
that
want.
news.
Wait, so
You
a
hold
broke
lot of
on.
that
board
news.
trustees didn't want Manny.
So wait, he said. Wait, hold on. I'm confused now because he said that a lot of board of trustees didn't want him, but
And
then
they
No, they
when
didn't
they're
did.
want
trying to
Manny.
get him out,
No,
they didn't
no.
want. But then when they were trying to get him out, now they want him. I'm
Yeah, it
confused.
was a split. It
No,
was a
what I'm
split in
saying
the
is what I'm saying is when Manny first got hired, a lot of board of trustees did not want Manny. They feel like Blake rushed to hire because he was going to Temple. So a lot of board of trustees didn't want Manny from the get go, but he went on to hire Manny. So when shit with a Ray, I knew Blake gonna be the first one to get fired because a lot of them didn't want Manny from the get go.
yeah.
So
Okay.
you see,
But they
hey,
So you
but
saying
with Manny Daddy being on the board of trustees, with Manny Diaz being on the board of trustees, they that's when they I wanted Manny, most definitely Shay, I wanted Manny.
all the fans
786
wanted
wanted.
Manny.
Yeah. 786 broke the story about Manny. 786 when Manny was on the plane to Temple, 786 called me and said, "We going live right now, bro." I said, "What you talking about?" He said, "Go set up, we going live." So I mean, yes, I wanted Manny. Hey, everybody can be wrong. I have no problem with admitting that I picked the wrong coach.
But you got to think. What were we basing that? What were you basing that off of? We were just basing that off of the way we saw him. As a defensive coordinator. Blah blah blah. He had a certain attitude. He looked like he was
No,
going to be that dude. But
And he was a Miami guy. He was
he
born
was
and raised in Miami.
listen. Manny,
nah, I'm talking about how he was on how he was
Oh yeah,
like his
I'm agreeing
demeanor.
with that, and
His
that's
demeanor
why I
was
said,
different.
JP, you gotta listen to me sometimes. You don't listen. I
Go
said
ahead. Go ahead. Go
yes,
ahead.
and that he was a Miami guy. He was born and raised in Miami. I just
Nah, but that
added
was okay. That's that certain section of the fan base. You know which one?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, 76, go ahead, 76.
what happened?
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm
No, but
listening.
like I said, when Manny got hired, like I said, a lot of board of trustees didn't agree to hire you, but like I said, at the time when Blake hired him, he had to make a choice right away because Manny was basically the head coach at Temple at the time. But like I said, you can see how they handle. I could, you could, like I said, if you didn't know now, if you didn't know before, you know now. You see how they handling Manny now. They haven't, they haven't, they haven't officially fired the man yet. But,
Yeah,
they,
that's why I said reportedly.
but they trying to hire Chris, but they trying to hire Cristobal on the back scene. Like I
It's on
said,
the Wikipedia.
a lot of board trustees don't care for Manny. They didn't like the hire from the get go. So they treat him like shit. So they don't give a shit about how Manny feeling right now.
It's on Wikipedia that he doesn't have a. It says current position, nothing.
What's that?
If you Google him right now on Wikipedia, his current position,
Hey
nothing.
Zoe, hey Zoe,
Yeah.
let me ask y'all a question. When have you known another coach to be hired before the head coach get fired? Because that's basically what
Never.
you are doing.
You know what's funny though? I think that shit probably has happened before. But you remember, we in social media now, so anything leaks. Everything
Yeah,
leaks now.
but the thing about that is, I agree with you. But the thing is, you at least have a decent to fire the head coach before stuff start leaking, because it's evident you don't want Manny back. So you you going at the crystal ball, but you haven't fired the man yet. That lets you know how much respect you have for the dude. It's all about respect.
I'm not saying anybody can't change Wikipedia. I just said right now it's on Wikipedia that he don't have a job. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say anybody can't change Wikipedia. I'm just saying that's what. Man, I'm just going by. You know what I'm doing? That was a Twitter move. Because anybody can say shit on Twitter. How about that? That was a Twitter move.
But no, I think, look, but like I said, but like I said, it's Mario ball. It's Mario now. Everything going. I
Can't.
mean, all he don't get hired, he just don't want a job.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll turn it down just because Oregon lowballed him.
Yeah, they did. They offered basically $7 million a year.
So with the health issues with his mother and him flying back and forth, and he probably not gonna have to pay for a house because the Boots is probably gonna pay for that shit for him and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure they sweeten it up. They sweeten it up for him.
The one thing, see, I'm gonna give some negatives about Mario that I don't like, and people, you can drag me for it or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and put him out there now. You know what I'm saying? Before he gets hired, so I don't have to put him out there when he's officially hired, and I can go ahead and support him all the way. He never has a play sheet in his hand. He never has a play sheet in his hand. I don't like that. He doesn't have a system. He does not have a system. He does there. Nobody can tell me what system he's gonna bring because he doesn't have one. He was offensive line. He was
Well,
offensive line.
with him.
Yeah, he played offensive line. He played tight end. He played
That
tight
might
end.
be a good thing, though.
Hold on. He played tight end and he played tight end and
Lineman.
he played tight end and offensive line in college and whatever. And he doesn't have a. I don't know what he's bringing besides what he can bring off the field and recruiting.
Hey Zoe,
So what's up?
hey Zoe. It's funny that you said that because remember, Miami shit on Mario twice for the job. So they felt the same way that you feel now. When they could have hired him twice, he won a job. They skipped him.
Yeah.
So I mean, the way you feel it now is the way you felt back in the days when Mario was trying to get a job. I mean, so they feel. I mean, for me, I think he's an upgrade than Manny. I don't think he's the elite coach yet, but I think he's an upgrade from Manny. So I mean,
Yeah, because I would like for somebody to give me what system he's going to bring. What offensive system, what defensive system. I don't know what system he's going to bring. And that's my concern, especially with 10 years, 90 million. I want to know what he's bringing discipline. That's not a system.
But Zoe, I think this might be a good thing. You take it actually might be a good thing because what that's gonna force him to do, which is probably what he does, is that.
Answer this question.
Hold up, let me hold up.
No. I can't let you finish that. You know why? Because for any other coach, nobody would say that might be a good thing. But for Mario, it might be a good thing.
Well, because he got all the other intangibles that you just mentioned. That's why.
No, he has off-field intangibles that I mentioned. That's it. I said on-field intangibles. What on-field intangibles? He doesn't
right.
carry
But what I'm saying, so what I'm saying is, it might be. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He doesn't carry a play sheet. He doesn't carry a play sheet, and I don't know what he's going to bring.
Okay, Zo. At the same time, let me use that right, not against you, but to kind of clarify something, Zo. The same thing you could have said for Manny. If Manny had those other intangibles and he was letting the coordinators completely do exactly what they want to do, it might have been like someone like you said, like he's gonna come in here, like you say, he's not gonna have a play sheet, so he's putting 100% of his trust in them coordinators that he's gonna bring in.
But you need to know what plays are being called during the game. You need to understand.
I'm not gonna say he doesn't understand none of that. I can't say that.
Listen. We don't even know what system he's going to bring. That's my point. So if time out. Did you just compare? He says, I'm gonna kill you with this. He says Saban doesn't carry a play sheet. Go back and look. Saban doesn't carry a play sheet for defense. When he hired Lane Kiffin, every time the offense came on the field, he pulled a play sheet out of his back pocket. Go back and look. He doesn't have to carry a playbook for defense because he knows the whole defense. That's his defense. But when Lane Kiffin was
so I don't think I'm being about college football. You know, Mario Langford is about coming out here. Are y'all gonna give me the money to hire top assistant coach? Because that's what they pay coaches. I mean, everybody know that. I mean, this team got number NFL head coaches. So you got company people in position to make decisions. So you got that trust in them. So the biggest thing with football, okay, are y'all gonna allow me to open up the water to hire? Stop hiring these high school fucking coaches and hire experienced assistant head coaches, because at the end of the day, that will make head coaches. Because just say Nick Saban, he was coordinator every year, but guess what he do? He go get a head coach and got fired and bring him in. So
you know what somebody just said? 786, you know what I just said about Cristobal not carrying a play sheet? KO said it perfectly. That's what everybody complained about Manny. That's why I said we pick and choose. We pick and choose our arguments.
So the difference have good assistant coaches. That's just me.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But I think you need to know the system, though. You need to know the system. But like I say, I'm only talking about this right now because he's not officially hired. When he's officially hired, I just want to. I want to see him succeed and win, and bring the U back to greatness, man. That's it. Like, if you think I'm gonna root against Mario, you crazy as hell. I didn't root against Al Golden. I didn't want Mark Rick. I didn't root against him until year 3. 786 just dropped out. He was having a phone problem. So my whole thing is like, listen, it's not a done deal yet, but it's on the 1 yard. It's on a half-yard line right now. It's not officially reported about Manny being fired, but it's on the half yard. He's on 786 back in. It's on the half-yard line. But it's not official that we've hired Mario, and it's not official that Manny's been fired. That's why I said reportedly and not official. It's reported that Manny is fired, but it's not. It's not official.
But not official. But like I said, it's just I've never seen a team hire head coach, which they trying to do with Mario, before firing the original head coach. I never seen this shit before,
especially publicly. And I think that's what he's saying, JP. It's not that we don't have the sources like we have on Twitter and everything. We all know that like social media changed the game. But
right.
Like, this is like they still had newspapers and shit where it can happen the next. This been going on for 3 days. Like, newspapers were out every day of the week. The Sun Sentinel sitting out newspaper. You used to live there.
Everybody.
That way they used to be able to control the leaks better. Like, it's harder to control the leaks now, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, you're 100%, JP. 100%. You 100% right, JP. And that's what I said You basically said what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't totally.
Hey, JP. But JP, let
Yo,
me ask you a question. Have
yeah.
you ever seen this where the team haven't officially fired the head coach yet, but they have made it publicly known they trying to hire another head coach?
I've never seen it. I've never
I've
seen
never
it.
seen this.
I've never seen it.
this. You ever made it publicly that they trying to hire Mario before firing Diaz? I never seen this shit before. Never.
And the thing about it is, it's so
Yeah, I
crazy.
don't know what happened.
Yeah. He asked you a question, JP. He said, but have you, like, even in social media era is at least 12 years long right now. Have you ever
Okay.
seen any team publicly try to hire a coach? Publicly, while they still have another coach.
Before firing the head coach.
So, hold on. Did we I'm trying to think back. Hold on. Did we publicly? Hold on.
No, he said any team. He said any team.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to remember the process of how we just did it. So hold on, wait. Did the school publicly ever? I think it's always been sources, right? It ain't never been. None of this been publicly acknowledged by the school.
Hey, but JP, let me ask you a question. You know who hired and fired coach? It's boosters in college football. Because I'm gonna tell you right now.
we know.
Listen,
I'm just saying, like back then, think about it. Back then, like think about even during even back in the early 2000s and before that, like the fans weren't like tuned into all that, like the boosters and this and that, like it's because of social media got that, like where everybody's you could talk to anybody any second.
I understand your point, but like I said, everybody knows college football board of trustees hire and fire coaches, so they basically pay their salary. The school may pay 10 to 20% of coach's salary. That shit paid by boosters and board of trustees. We all know that. But what I'm saying is, have you ever seen where the board of trustees or the booster came out publicly trying to hire another coach before they fired a coach? Because they the one fired Blake. Let's make that known. The boosters and the board of trustees fired Blake. I mean, we know that. Because they the one funding the money to the school. The school don't pay the school in college. Let's get this straight. In college football, the schools might pay 10 to 20% of the coach's salaries. The rest is paid by boosters and board of trustees. That's just the way it is in college football.
Yeah. I'm just saying. What I was just saying is that if you really think about it real carefully, like all this information that we've been getting about this booster is going to do that, it's always been indirectly through somebody else's social media. It's never been directly.
But listen, put like this. I know one of the boosters down there. They give me information to feed that shit to Zoe. That's what they do. All of them have their sources that they give information to for people to put it out there. That's what they do.
But what I'm saying is that's my point. My point is that right now it's easy to do that. I'm saying back in the day to go through the newspaper to report the rumor from this booster and that, like you wouldn't see that back then.
But you know one thing though, JP, you know why they give him the news to give to me is because I'm not on Canes All Access. Because if I was on Canes All Access, they know I couldn't do it. If I was in that room asking coaches questions and shit like that.
But JP,
yo,
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If put like this, if they don't you think if they had respect for Manny, they would have this shit totally different though. Let me ask you a question.
Well, I agree with you on that. I don't think they ain't got no respect for that, man.
None whatsoever. None.
We've always 786.
Yeah.
Antonio said we got big boosters now.
We always say.
We always listen. Zoe. Hey Zoe. How long have me and you Hey Zoe. Hey Zoe. Hey Zoe.
I hear you.
How long have me and you been coming on the show saying that you got money, but they just spend on football? You always had money. They just
2014, I started this show.
I've been saying this for the longest.
2014, I started this show. And about a week later, 786, about 2 weeks later, 786 joined the show, 2014. We've been doing this since 2014.
I've been telling people for longer. You them got money down there. They just choose not to spend it on football because they didn't really care about football. I'm Miss Bill. They didn't care, but
Do
now
you,
the pressure is on them to start caring.
you know who put the pressure on them? Y'all know where the pressure started? It wasn't even a fan base. Kurt Herbstreit put the pressure on them.
It's the media.
Kurt Herbstreit called them out, period, point blank, on game day. He called them out, and when that pressure came, if the pressure could come from the fan base, it's all okay. But Kurt Herbstreit, remember, it was about a month ago, right? When he did that thing, he called they asses.
Hey, Joe.
You know why it got?
Hey,
You know
Joe.
why it got that far, Zoe? You know why it got that far?
What?
Because we had a bunch of primetime games scheduled, and we was getting embarrassed on each and every one of them. So
But
we
Kurt
couldn't even hide it.
Herbstreit, but the two biggest proponents for Miami is Kurt Herbstreit and what's the other guy that just been doing a bunch of the videos that I can't think of his name. I was just talking about him. That just did a video at his house
Hey,
about
but
Miami. They
Zoe.
want Miami to be good. They want USC to
Hey,
be
but
good.
Zoe. Hey, Zoe.
What's up?
One thing I always told you that I credit Mark Rick for when he came here. He made Miami realize how far we are behind in time in football. That's one thing I give Mark Rick credit for. When he came here, he made you realize we are so far behind in times in football. You got to start investing to the program. I give him credit for that. That's
Yeah,
one
he
thing I
did.
give him credit for. I give him the utmost respect for. That's one thing I can appreciate Mark Rick for. He made you realize how far times we are behind in football. So I give him much credit for that. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, you 100% right. You 100% right. Like he walked through it was things being built, but he made it better. Like the indoor
Exactly.
practice facility was being built, but he was like, no, you need to build it this way.
Exactly.
The upgrades in the locker rooms at Hard Rock Stadium. If y'all haven't been in the locker rooms at the players' locker room at Hard Rock Stadium, oh my God,
Man,
the
that shit off the
upgraded
chain.
buses. The upgraded buses for the ride, like those upgraded buses that he said that they needed to have. So he did a lot to
He
let
did.
them. He did a lot.
He
Now,
did.
people
He
saying
did a
he
lot.
built. People saying he got the indoor practice facility started. No, it was already started before he got here. But what he did was he walked in there. He designed it the way he wanted it to be designed to where it would attract coaches and players. The way they redid the locker rooms at Hard Rock Stadium, because they had nice locker rooms, but those locker rooms that they have at Hard Rock Stadium, because they don't share locker rooms with NFL players like people think they do. Those locker rooms and that walk to the locker room has all the history of the University of Miami on them on that tier. Those locker rooms are crazy. That's why I'll be hearing people bug me out when they talk about them not playing at Hard Rock. Most of these kids are not going to go pro. Most of these kids are not going to go pro. So
Exactly.
that's
I agree
actually
with you on that. I agree with you on that.
yeah, that actually it helps them recruit, not hurt them, because they get to play on a pro field in a pro stadium in pro locker rooms. That helps them. It doesn't hurt them. Um, so and that and the only thing that hurts them is fans complaining about a stadium when they got a great stadium to go to. That hurts the fans. It don't hurt the players, because the players love. If you ask any player, they'll tell you they love
Man,
playing.
like I tell everybody, if you don't start winning, that should be jam packing that stadium, man. It's simple as that.
It's simple as exactly. You know what I'm saying? Said Kurt need a statue. Hurricane Dale CWO said Kurt need a statue.
Hey, Zoe. Hey, but I gotta
Yeah.
go. I'll meet you later.
You at the game, right?
Yeah, I'm at the game. I'll hit you later.
All right, blessings, bro.
I bet.
Yeah, he at the Dolphins game right now.
Yeah, you know, Dolphins game sold out always.
Yeah. Colin Cowherd, thank you. Colin Cowherd. That's my
He said
Colin
something
is
too.
my favorite. Colin is my favorite reporter when it comes to talking football, talking sports. Period. Whether he be off sometime or whatever. Mario Train. Listen, when the deal is done, I'm 100% on Mario. But like I said, I don't know what he's bringing. He needs to listen. I'm just JP. I just can't. I'm not going to be with you on that. The unknown. I don't like the unknown, but at the same time,
Come on in, Coach Hayes, if you want to come in. Come on, I'm about to put the stream key in for you. Come on in, Coach. Come on in if you want to come in, Coach. Come on in,
No,
Coach.
but Zoe, what I was saying about the unknown, what you're saying about him, I was actually using that in defense in halfway defense of Manny, saying that if Manny would have come in knowing that okay, he's not the best in-game play caller, and then completely trust his coordinators and give him that freedom and not interfere with him, he might have got better results. Maybe.
I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he wouldn't have, but what I'm saying right now is they got on Manny for not carrying a play sheet. They killed him for not playing. They killed him for not having a play sheet.
He was always speculating he was limiting the offense too.
Exactly, but they killed him for not having a play sheet
on defense.
Not having a play sheet in his hand. Period. That's all I'm saying. Like you, to me, you have to know what's going on. Just my opinion. I'm not saying it's just my opinion. It's just like it ain't shit. I'm saying right there, factual. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support Mario whether if he comes. I'm gonna support him 120%. He's gonna get all of my support. I'm gonna rally behind him. It's gonna be Team Mario. I'm gonna rally behind him because we as a program, as a fan base, need something to rally behind. Like, so do I think he was the best coach for the job? No, I don't. I can say this. These are things that I can't say because just like I thought Manny was the best coach and I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So do I think he's the best coach for the job? I don't think he is. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm praying I'm wrong. You see what I'm saying? I want to.
But as a CEO and a leader, I think he got that.
Bro, listen, I'm not talking about any of that. Listen, I'm hoping and praying I'm wrong. That's all I'm saying. I don't know as a CEO, he hasn't won anything enough because the last year people say he won the Pac-12 last year. He didn't actually win the Pac-12 last year. It was forfeited. It was forfeited. Another team won and they got in by default. So he didn't actually win 2 Pac-12 championships. He won 1.
Well, I guess you know how to feel depending on who he brings in. We have to watch the type of assistants he brings in and coordinators.
But you still, I want to see him also evaluate and learn the system because see, Nick Saban was a Nick Saban was a defensive coordinator first.
Yeah.
Well, did Mario ever was an offensive defense coordinator?
Not to my knowledge.
All right. See, you see what I'm saying? So he was never a play caller on any side. And that's the shit they talk shit about, they had to read about, right? Right? So he went from something to a head coach.
Probably, right? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But it definitely wasn't head coach here though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't know his resume like that to know if he was even an offensive defense coordinator ever. That's all I'm saying. I know he played tight end and offensive line in college.
Yeah, long as this ain't his first head coaching job, I'm cool.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
Head coach somewhere.
I understand what you're saying. All I'm saying is, I hear you.
I hear you. I hear you. And you got a point.
But I answer what you say.
No, I hear you. You got a point.
But I answer what you know. You don't hear me because you keep when I say something, you don't respond to what I say. You just throw something else out there. All I'm saying is, I don't know if he was ever an offensive defense coordinator before. So maybe he doesn't understand play calling.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
I have to check that out.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. I'm not answering no questions. If you want to talk about stadiums, I'm not the guy to talk to. Okay, I'm not answering no questions. If you notice, I'm skipping over any question or any comment about a stadium. I'm skipping over.
But for sure, Zoe, he's definitely going to address the culture issues we was talking about, though. The other stuff, not X's and O's, the culture issues, which is a big part of our problem.
Yeah, getting into the community, all those things. He was an O-line coach. That's why I asked. So O-line coaches don't call plays. Mario is in your face. He's an in-your-face coach. That's what Manny downfall was at. Oh, I can definitely agree with you about that. But my thing is X's and O's too. X's and O's matter. Like I said, I'd rather talk about this now than talk about it once he's hired. Because if he's hired, You know what I'm saying? If he's hired, once he's hired, I'm not. These are discussions that I'm not going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about anything. If it happens, it has. I'm not commenting on anything if it doesn't have nothing to do with coaching and what's going on. Everything else, I'm not even talking about. Serious. I'm just not. I'm not because this is about coaching. It isn't about the way something looks, the way something seems, or anything. It's just about coaching and what we can do to get people in the stadium. All this other unnecessary stuff, I'm gonna leave that to Twitter. So when we talk, I'm not talking about stadiums, and I'm not talking about Nike. Not doing
Someone asked if we're keeping Ed Reed. That's a good one. Oh shit, we better.
Oh yeah, he might be
coordinator.
He might, yeah. I think Lane did sign a contract extension. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did sign a contract extension. A lot of coaches used to be on saving staff. Cynthia Wilcox, what do you say? Cynthia Lane Kiffin, 2 years. Again, NFL. He signed a 2-year extension.
They don't trust that fool, man.
What I say, JP? What I told you, 2 years.
They ain't giving him more than 2 years. They're like, hell no.
2 years are gone.
Nah, they don't trust him. That's why they ain't gonna give him no more than 2 years.
Mario gonna put the face up again. State of Miami 2.0. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna go with that. I don't know what that means.
People jumping way out there now. They're like getting excited. They talking all kind of trash now.
Let them get excited. This is what people wanted. You're getting what you want.
This is time to be excited.
Let them be excited, man. Like I'm excited too. I know I might not sound like I'm excited, but listen, I was ready for a different direction.
Yep.
Appreciate that, bro. Real Deal said, if you enjoy the great content, support Zoe. Like and share. Appreciate that, man. All right, I just got a text message. Mario is in Southern California right now, recruiting for Oregon.
Just like Manny recruiting for Miami.
Right now. So that's why I didn't put on here anything but you can see my title, reportedly. Like I'm not gonna jump out on a limb on anything unless it's given to me by somebody that I truly respect and know.
It's probably just verbal, right? It's probably just a verbal agreement right now. They probably ain't put pen to paper. That's why he's still out there.
Oh yeah, the young guys will come to the U no matter what. Let me see. Hopefully, former players will be. Oh, they will definitely be allowed. They will definitely be allowed, man. They will definitely be. Somebody saying Lane did. Head coach at FIU. I know he was the head coach. I already said he was the head coach at FIU.
Let's talk about head coaching.
I said is he ever called plays? That's what I asked. Lane signed for $7.5 million. Oh my God, these coaches getting that back.
The market went up. Yesterday's price ain't today's, ain't tomorrow's price.
You know why the market went up, right? There was what's that money? The FIU money, whatever that money is for the kids. NIL money. That's why that market went up like that.
Yeah.
Ole Miss came real quick. Oh yeah, they came real quick with that extension, but they only gave him 2 because they know where he's going at.
Is it 2? Damn, that's kind of a joke right there. They only gave that 2 years.
I hope we bring Mo Fit. You have to explain that back. But y'all I can't listen. I'm dyslexic, bro. Like y'all killing me.
Oh, they talking about that stem coach.
What's MOFFIT?
Moffett.
What is that?
He's a strength and conditioning coach they want to bring back.
Okay, thank you, bro. And then he did a lowercase, so I definitely was lost. If you put it in uppercase, I knew you were talking about a name. Like, listen, man, I'm dyslexic. I got a GED. I keep telling y'all.
I think he was here. I think he was here in the '90s with Butch back in the day.
Listen, I have a GED and I'm dyslexic, man. Y'all have to put things in capital letters and punctuate and all that shit there so I can understand. Because I have to look. I have to really pay attention about punctuations and capital letters. And so if you're gonna name a name, put it in cap. Because I'm not the brightest bulb in the light in lights, man, in the chandelier. I'm one of the darkest ones. 2 to 3 years, most for Lane. He doesn't last long. I believe that too. Lane don't want to be in Mississippi. I don't think you want to be there too. Who want to be at Ole Miss? You want to be at Ole Miss? You want to move to Ole Miss, man? JP, you want to move down? I don't want to move there neither.
I like my life. I ain't trying to put my life.
Keeps telling me. Listen, y'all have to listen to the question. Listen to the question. I actually said, I know he was a head coach at FIU. Did I not say that, JP?
Yeah, you said that.
I said, I know he was the head coach at FIU, and I know he coached for Nick Saban. Was he ever a coordinator, offensive, defensive coordinator? Did he ever call plays? That's the question that I asked. That's the question that I asked. I'm talking about Schellenberger. I'm talking about Schellenberger. At least I know that name, capital, no matter what. Put the face up for Tampa over Daytona and lock down South Florida. You can never lock down South Florida. I think that term has been totally overblown. You know why? You get 25 scholarships a year. How many great players are there in South Florida? How many great players are there in South Florida? You can't lock down South Florida. It's impossible. You get 25 scholarships a year. It's impossible to lock something down. And a lot of the recruits he got were low stars. It's impossible to lock down South Florida. Too much great talent. You can try to get the best of the best, but the best of the best is still tiny, really, 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 really close with the best of the best. You can't lock down South Florida. You can just try to go get the best talent that you can out of South Florida. For anybody coming to South Florida, because Florida State gonna come to South Florida and you can't lock it down because Florida gonna come in. You can't lock it down because Nick Saban, Alabama. You can't lock it down. Nobody can lock down South Florida. It's too good. It's too much talent. Zoe for AD, I'll take the job, bro. I'll take the job. You know what I'm saying? Alonzo Oliver. Oh, you said Highsmith. My bad. He's talking about Highsmith. JP says JPC say Zoe for AD, right?
Who said that?
It's on Shane Gable says Zoe for AD. Yeah, my name is Alonzo. I'll take the AD money. I'll take that money. I know he's on my hospital, but I'll take that money. He got my name. He stole my name from me.
What do you think Highsmith? What role you think Highsmith's gonna have in the program? Do you think he's gonna have an official role?
I think he's gonna be football personnel.
Okay.
All right. From what I'm hearing, I just got another text message just came through. From what I'm hearing, Joe Brady. If Mario takes the ball, Joe Brady will be the offensive coordinator.
Ooh.
That just came through. It just came through to me. It just came through to me. From what it just came through to me. Just text message. Promise you, I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on a second.
So that just came through to me. If Mario takes the job, Joe Brady will be the offensive coordinator. I don't think Mario is going to hire his own staff. I think they're going to have this firm help him hire staff as well.
Well, he's got to be on. Yeah, he got to be involved in the process.
I didn't say not. That's why you don't listen to me.
No, I heard you. I don't
think he's going to hire his own staff. I think they're going to help him. They're going to help him put a staff together. Because that last offensive coordinator he had in Oregon.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you hope somebody help him hire a staff. And a defensive coordinator in Oregon. Don't bring neither one of them. So yeah, I think that they're gonna help him hire a staff.
Because he gotta be a big part of that because he's the one that's gonna have to work with them. You know what I mean?
I didn't say oh JP, you kill.
I'm not talking against you. I'm just reiterating the point just for the audience. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it clear. That's
you about to make me hang myself. You about to make me hang myself. You want to have me on suicide watch like anybody heard of Uncle Lou today? Anybody? Anybody heard? Did y'all check JP? You ain't even check out my video I put up last night about
yeah, I did.
Did you comment? You don't comment?
No. I caught it, but I ain't commenting.
You gotta comment.
I
I
was too busy. I
got
was
you.
too busy.
Hey,
I
coach,
was too busy laughing my ass off.
Hey, Coach Hayes, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat, Coach. I'm gonna put it in the chat because I'm on my phone, so I can't send it. I have to back out, and Stream Key, Stream ought to kick me off. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. It's in the chat, Coach Hayes. It's in the chat. It's in the chat, Coach Hayes. It's right there, Coach. Grab that. Grab that. Come on in, Coach. Joe Brady play calling makes Rhett Lashley look like a Pee Wee coach. Joe Brady is a great play caller, man. He is a great play caller. Like he knows how to get players open. He's definitely a great play caller. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, said make it look like Pee Wee caller. Manny has been a constant professional and has not done what we expected. I'm thankful for his efforts. I'm officially a part of the Zoe Chain game. All right, Zoe, keep it a buck. Appreciate it, man. I try to, man. Chug more beer. I don't have. Matter of fact, yeah, I got some Bahamas for you. I got something I can chug on real quick. Like I might take a sip of this. Of this Ciroc since you donated. Maybe pull the Ciroc out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe pull the Ciroc out since you donated for $10. So this is a great day to be a Miami Hurricane. Smash the like button. Canes for life. I'm waiting for Coach Hayes. I'm waiting for Coach to hit the stream key.
I've been hearing this Ken Dorsey thing in places. What you heard about that? This
I ain't
OC.
heard nothing about Ken Dorsey.
Okay.
Please. Oh my God! If y'all, Chris, don't. We're not getting a new stadium. God.
Oh my God.
You can't even go to the stadium we got.
Now we're not going. They ain't putting up no new stadium for the next probably 10 years, maybe.
10 years, they're not putting up a stadium ever.
Well, I don't know about that.
Go to Hard Rock.
So, Coach.
God.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
What's going on? I'm tired of the stadium talk and the uniform talk. I want to win games. This for Chug more beer. Chug more beer. I got to take this shot for Chug. This shot of that new Ciroc. Okay, take that shot. Coach Hayes, you got on your Sunday's best.
I just took it off. That would took me so long to get in, but I had to take it off all across the street.
I can't tell. I'm telling Coach Hayes drunk as hell all night, and there's a fine woman there across the street. Coach said, I gotta holler at him, but he said I got on my shirt too small, and I ain't got on my Sunday best.
Shirt too small, dog. I had to go and change my Sunday best, dog.
Oh,
just have a Sunday dinner.
But now what you thinking, Coach?
Like I said in your chat earlier, dog. Coach Hayes, the first one ain't break nothing. I ain't break a damn thing. I don't know nothing.
It's funny because I called Coach Hayes last night. I said, Coach, you want to do it? And Coach said, nope. Nope. Coach said, nope, just like that. Coach said, nope. You go ahead and do it. And I didn't do it. I left it alone. I'm bringing you in, Chris. All right, no background noise, Chris.
Hey, appreciate Ms. Wilcox in the building, man.
Good afternoon, everybody.
She always. So, Coach, what you I'm gonna tell her I gotta let another secret out the bag. Coach Hayes accidentally called. I'm gonna tell y'all what he called. I'm gonna tell y'all Mario's full name. He was talking about Mario. He said, "Yeah, Mario Diaz." Oh man, said Mario. Oh my God, here comes Mario Diaz. We got Mario Diaz, man. Oh my God,
No,
another shot up here. He done gave me. I gotta take another shot, Coach. He don't have me like you was the other night. But how you feeling about it, Coach? How you feeling about it? He drinking Sprite now. Ain't no damn Sprite in that bottle. Stop. Ain't no Sprite in that bottle. We know it's in that damn bottle.
I'm on that ginger ale. Go ahead and get that ginger ale.
So what you thinking, Coach? What you thinking about if these things truly go through? What are you thinking? And they said Joe Brady is offensive coordinator. That's what I just got through to as well. Somebody just texted me that Joe Brady. This is. Hey, it's something to talk about, Coach. Something to talk about.
All right, here we go. Because I don't like speculating, but we got super echoes. Anyway, let me cut these down. I really don't know what to say because nothing's in writing, dog. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it like this. This is my only way of saying it. Everybody was talking about Alonzo Hospital, AD, everybody, da. Then we brought up the New Mexico dude for AD, and this person for AD. And
hey,
that
Chris,
person,
whatever you got in the background, turn that down, please. All right.
Yes, I'm sorry.
and,
I got you.
all this stuff, man. I would say background. This person, AD, that person, da. And all of a sudden, this dude come out of nowhere from Clemson. No, I don't know one person. I may be wrong because I don't follow all these outlets, but I didn't hear one person mention this dude's name. And all of a sudden, he the front runner. Nobody mentioned this cat name. This is why we try to tell the fan base, guys, y'all can hear anything. My sister, uncle, brother, cousin, nephew, barber told me. And we don't know. But I understand that's what make the wheels go round. That's what make the shows, and I get all that. But now Joe Brady, I'm not saying it's not true, but why would Joe Brady get in the NFL as the offensive coordinator? Just think logically sometimes, guys and ladies. A young 30-something-year-old, let's call it what it is, a young 30-something, handsome, young white dude that could be the next face of an NFL program going to leave for the opportunity. And the reason I said that, because that is part of the hiring practice. So just understand why I said that. Everything falls in place for him to be the next head coach in the NFL. Why would he leave that opportunity to come to Miami? And I don't say it from I just was saying, I don't want to say it from just think about it. He follows the same mold. Cliff Kingsbury, right? Young cut cat, boom, 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 the face of the program. He speaks well. He's innovative. His offense is high powered. Like he has, and he would leave that to come to college coaching is way different than NFL coaching. You got to recruit, be on the road, blah, 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 all these different things. In the NFL, it's like a 9 to 5, bro. You dealing with 55 dudes, and he ain't even dealing with that. He's dealing probably with 23 of them because he only dealing with offense.
Yeah.
Brady got fired. So what? He'll get another chance.
I don't know how many likes we got because I'm on stream. How many likes we got? We got 241 in the chat. We're up 250. I don't know how many likes we got. Hit the like button. I'm just saying like button. I don't know how many we got.
I'm just saying, if I'm him, and people saying he got fired, and again, this goes to show you, this is why I don't say anything, because I don't follow the outlets. I didn't know he got fired. I'm just talking, and this is why I'm very hesitant in saying things. I'm not on my phone all day looking at the latest news. That's not my niche.
And I coach, I promise you, I don't listen. I have a few people that I talk to that just like you teach me about the coach, like you teach me about the coaching tree and all this and how this thing works in football. And you did it, and you have people that you can call right now and say, okay, what's going on right here if you want to. You have that. All I do is if some of the boosters want to talk to me and give me some information, all I do is release what those guys down there tell me. And I always say it's not guaranteed, it's speculation. never say it's guaranteed because it's not, but it's news, and I'm going to put it out there because
Do it.
it's just news. It's just news. But at the end of the day, you would never see me put breaking news on here, or you never see me do none of that because I've been wrong before. I've had a booster tell me something that was not that he was 100% on, and like you said, it went the other way last minute. Went the other way. You know what I'm saying? And it did go the other way last minute. So you can never stamp anything until it's done. Speak about it. You can't stamp it. It's all rumor mill. But that's what most like that's what all those what's his name? The biggest beat writer, reporter in NBA that people that know everything about the white guy, I can't think his name. But he goes by what people tell him. And that's all I do. I just go by what people tell me. But I got maybe 50 followers on Twitter. Like I'm serious. I'm not in the Twitterverse because it gets out of control in Twitterverse, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get on Twitter. I don't because my temperament won't allow me to be on Twitter. I've been on Twitter fingered everybody on Twitter.
So I just pulled this up just to look at it. So Joe Brady got fired, I guess, an hour ago from the Panthers.
Okay.
If we get him, that's great. I would.
But you know what though, Coach? I feel like this here. If we get him, same thing I said about Lane Kiffin. It's the same thing I'll say about Joe Brady. If we get him, if he's here, he'll be here for 2 years and do great. He's back in the NFL.
Or he may get a college head coach job. All I'm trying to say is, and he may get a head coach college job now in a group of 5 school. Who knows? Oh, these agents run everything, bro. These agents, like the agent for this AD is the same agent for say Joe Brady. Hey man, we got to make a match. The agent gonna eat because he got both of them tied together. These type of deals are made in the background. So that's what people don't realize. That's why I stay away from it. Once it's inked in and signed in, then I'll give you my opinion about it. Even though I'm gonna do a show this evening at 5 o'clock, me at V12. But
hey, Coach, I'm sorry. Listen. Speaking of breaking news, this is breaking news, but it's not breaking news, but it's breaking news. If you do not have Coach Hayes' app on the computer app, whatever,
or the website,
if you do not have his stream, oh my God, he had me dying last night. Like that's the funny. He is the bro. He needs to be commentating for college football like that. Listen, I went in last night. Listen. To be honest with you, man, just that stream alone is worth $100 a year, in my opinion. In my opinion, I had a ball. Just that stream alone is worth $100 a year. And Billy wants you to call him about the what we talked about earlier. So I'm gonna give you his number. But just that stream alone, I had a fucking ball watching Coach Hayes jump about his damn chair, doing backflips and shit, playing he went from old school R&B to old school hip hop to new school hip hop, back to R&B. The commercial breaks was the best. The football game wasn't even the best part of the damn game. It was the damn commercial in the halftime show. Like, check, please. Go if you want to get great content. Watch every football game, not just Miami. If you want to watch great football games, great content, listen to Coach Hayes go bananas and have a good time. Get you a bottle of champagne, Grand Marnier, look at whatever you drink. Sit down, put it on your TV. Don't watch the regular one. Just turn off the regular one and watch his because you don't realize when you streaming things lag. So watch his. Just watch it his because I put it on my phone last night and it was clear as hell. Just what is me and my girl? She was sitting here dying like she's not even a college football fan. She was dying watching Coach Hayes. It was the funniest shit I ever seen in my. I'm serious.
Now we do it. Yeah, but we do it on the Coach Hayes. We do it on CoachHayesFootball.com, and we just live stream the games, and I'll be down in the little corner, and we just have fun, man. Like I said, we try to do something on our own platform, so that way we don't have to worry about copyright strikes and all that stuff. You know, like I don't know if I told you this morning, man. They got these copyright pirates on YouTube now, that they take music, copy it, and then make it their own, and then give you a copyright strike. So I said I want to try to do stuff on my own website. So it's CoachHayesFootball.com, and we're gonna do like live stream games and stuff. So y'all just hit the mailing list, go over there, hit the mailing list, or do the text blast. Just type Hayes to. I'll put it in the comment. Well, I can't put comments on here.
Yeah, you can.
Anyway, I can't. It won't let me. I don't have a place to type a comment in.
You got to hit the more button.
More.
There should be a more thing at the bottom of your screen, and then you hit more. It says post comments. It's not a more thing at the bottom of your screen.
No.
I'll put it up at the end of the channel. At the end of the what's name and pin it to the top. Or you can put up the upload. I'll pin it to the top.
Yeah, but the text blast is just Hayes. Just type Hayes to 39970, so you get uploaded, or just join the mailing list too. Man, we have fun, man. That's just something I always wanted to do. Where I could just, because people always say, "Cool, I want to watch a game. Would you watch a game?" I ain't got to do it. So I researched it, and we put the game up there, and I'm down there. We just kind of talking through it, having fun. We play music during commercial breaks and all that.
It was fucking hilarious. Like him calling the game, like, and think about Coach Hayes. I know we're gonna get back to Miami. Think about Coach Hayes calling the game. Is Coach Hayes don't root for nobody. Like Coach Hayes just root for a play.
I like plays, dog. I like good football.
He don't root for nobody.
One play in the same play. I was rooting for Alabama and Georgia in the same play. I see my man get lit up, and I see dude from Georgia pancake a cat, and my man came from Alabama and laid a dude out, man.
Coach Hayes dying. Coach Hayes said, "Oh, shit is over. Georgia's done with. Oh, shit is over with. Oh shit, Georgia. Let's go, Georgia. Let's go, Georgia." And you know. Let's go, Kane. I said, damn, Coach Hayes, man, ragging his ass off. Let's go, Bama. Let's go.
I don't care, man. I don't care about
it. It was fun, Coach. It was
good football. I like good football.
And that's what you said. So please, everybody, go over to Coach Hayes Football. And I'm gonna put it up at the end of the show, and I'll pin it to the top. And you guys go over there, subscribe to it. It's worth it. I think it's worth $100 a year, to be honest with you. Whatever it is, I'm gonna donate a couple extra dollars to it.
I'll think about it. I'll check it out, man. We're gonna do the bowl game. We're gonna just do the bowl games. You know what I mean? We'll do that, and then we'll see, man. We'll go from there, man. But I just want everybody to come in and have fun with it. You can chat. They got a chat. We can chat in there and everything, man. So I read the chats and stuff. So it's a good time. We just have a good time with it. So we'll figure all that out.
I said I wasn't
breaking news. I'm just saying I really don't have an opinion until the ink is dry.
Yeah,
I said I was on the Lane train, but I'm also for Mario. And Mario, the head coach, I'll be for Mario too. But you know, I still got my opinions.
Exactly. That's what I say. Like I you know who I wanted. I want the guy that wasn't even in discussion. At the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? With Mario, I'm going to root for Mario. The thing about it, I think we all want the best for the University of Miami. We want University of Miami to win at the end of the day. So whatever coach come in, you have to root for that coach. What Mario is doing, though, which is smart what he's doing. And like I said, Coach, I think you said the same thing. Like, we fire so many coaches so fast, the next coach that comes to the University of Miami is not going to sign a 5-year deal. They're not going to sign a 5-year deal. They're going to go 8 to 10 years, because you're not going to just fire me and in 3 years because the fan base, even like I said, even Nick Saban, they wanted him fired because of a close loss close win to Alabama, to Auburn. They screaming for his head. Like, what are we doing? Like, so the fan bases are getting a little out of control right now. And Mario's smart. And I thought any coach that comes to University of Miami is going to ask for at least 8 to 10 years. They're not gonna this 5-year deal shit, the way the fan base is, the way the fans are now, and with social media and how everybody is like wanting the coach fired within year 1, 2, or 3 at the end of a couple of years, that is going to come to an end. So I'm just going to explain to the fan base with the contract that Coach Mario Diaz is getting.
I'm having to comment because FTW said, why people saying Manny gonna be retained in DC? This proves my point of why I don't want to be breaking news.
Yeah. I about to say, you know the comments you told me to pay attention to? I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I'm leaving that stuff alone. Like it's not
No,
happening.
like it's an FTW to his point. I get. He says, "Why are people saying that?" But it's like, no, he's not. That's not how it works. Like,
you can't stay on board. Plus, you're not gonna want to stay on board because your ego's too big.
you were the head coach. Now you got demoted to the defensive coordinator.
Back in DC, you're not gonna stay there. The ego is gonna be too big. But the reason why I'm just telling you guys, succeed or fail at Miami with it. If Mario first 5 years he go 1-11, right? I'm throwing the worst case scenario out there, coach. He's gonna be here for at least 3 more because his buyout is gonna be too big. So their fan base do not scream fly banners, don't scream none of that shit because it's going to be a 10-year deal, just like the young man got at USC. It's going to be coaches.
I'm hearing 5 again. Here we go. I'm saying, but I heard eight. It was $8 million a year for 5 years.
Yeah, I heard it was a 10-year, $90 million. That's what I heard it was. I
heard
$9
million a year.
I heard Oregon offered him 7 years. 7 years, I think, like 70 million or something like that. 7 years, 7 million a year, something like that. I'm just speculating.
I'm saying, but that's $10 million a year.
Yeah, no, it might have been a little less than that, but it was somewhere. I know they offered him 7 years or not, and I think he wanted, but to come to Miami, like, but I did say, I said this, coach. You know, any coach that come to Miami is going to want 8 to 10 years. They're going to want 8 to because they get every coach has been ran out in 3.
And Lane Kiffin signed for 7.5.
That's you know why?
Yeah, but we could have gave him 8.
We could have.
I don't care if he stayed here for 2-3 years. So what?
You just love. Coach, don't do it, coach. Bring let Timmy in, coach. Let Timmy in, coach. Let Timmy in. Oh, let Timmy say, "Buddy, we got 274 in the chat, man." Lane is a way better play caller. He is a better coach. I'm not even gonna disagree with that. Like, that's not even debatable. That's not. Hey, that's a 30 right there.
Just think about TVD. Just think about TVD the next 2 years with Lane Kiffin at the helm.
Coach,
that's all I'm asking. I don't care about nothing else. I hear that defense.
I'm about to get you mad, coach. I'm about to do what a fan would do. Coach. So why we just can't offer him $8 million to be offense coordinator? Is that some shit a fan would say, coach? That's some shit a fan would say. Oh my God! Coach, I had to do it. Coach, I got to bring my fan out.
But dog, just think about it. People talk about that, Lane. Just think about that, dog. Lane with TVD, the offensive creativeness, the offensive innovativeness, the attack. Dog, did you see when they were running the hurry up offense? The running back get up, he running to get a ref ball. He basically spotting the ball for the ref, putting them on track. No, they run plays every night. They've averaged it out, I think, 19.62 seconds. They running a new play.
All right, somebody asked me, what has Lane ever done? Let me answer them, coach. They say don't answer a question with a question. They say don't answer a question with a question, but I'm going to answer a question with a question. Name me one time Mario Cristobal has ever called a play. Name me one time. No, I'm just saying. Name me one time.
I don't know. He hasn't been.
They ain't got to ask that question. What has Lane ever done? What has Mario? Name me one play.
All right.
This for that certain person. Name me one play that you know for a fact Mario Cristobal has ever called. One play in his whole career.
He says Lane Kiffin is Manny too. Now, Iceman, we go back. You've been on the channel a lot too. So here's my thing.
That's what I was talking to. That's what I was talking to.
Yeah, I see it on the thing. Let me say this, Ice. And I'm just being honest. Let's look at the work. So what has Lane done? No, he has not won a natty. when we make the comparison of the two, Lane had 11 win seasons and a Rose Bowl appearance, but they couldn't go to at USC because of Pete Carroll's bans, not because of him. He had 30 scholarships taken from him over the 3-year period. That's 10 scholarships a year, and won 11 games. And made it to the bowl game. I mean, was bowl. Rose Bowl eligible. But could
Mario
not.
won one Rose Bowl and one he shouldn't even went to.
I'm making the comparison. So we ask him what he's done. I'm just making my point. One Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl with 30 scholarships, winning record. He goes to. Before that, he goes to Tennessee. Let's just talk about Tennessee. That 1 year he was 7-5 in his first year. He did, and people, he left Tennessee. Well, he has literally done what Mario Cristobal is doing right now, leaving a winning program for his dream job. His dream job was USC. He was lied to by USC admin about the bowl bans. They talked about that before. You can look it up anywhere on YouTube. He gets there, gets slapped across the face with all these Reggie Bush bands and Pete Carroll band, and still puts up 11 games, goes to the thing, whatever. He goes to FAU. First year has 2 11-win things, wins the conferences. He's at Ole Miss right now and takes a backup quarterback and gives him Heisman hopeful talks. Now he's not going to win the Heisman. And they are currently, and he gives Ole Miss their first 10-win season ever. And they rank number 8 in the nation right now. Also, they've had 2 signature wins. First of all, his first year in the COVID year wasn't great. He gives Alabama a run for their money, shot for shot. Alabama ends up pulling it off. He comes in, he gets spanked by Alabama this year. That's fine. I get it. I understand. He beats Jimbo Fisher, puts Mike Leach to sleep. Yep. I'm talking about these are all small tenures. These are not 5, 6, 7-year tenures. These are 2-year deals.
He did it with players that were already there that weren't succeeding. That he made.
And that right there is the key. He's never had an opportunity to do it with guys he's recruiting. He comes in and take what you have and makes it better.
Now, can I?
Hold on, let's say this last piece and you got it. Look at the young talent we got, Ice. I got a lot of feedback on this. Look at the young talent, Ice, that he would have come into with the TVD, Keyshawn Smith, Rashard Smith, Rooster, Thad Franklin, Restrepo, you name it. We loaded. Imagine what we look like with that dude. And you can't tell me talent for talent. Go down the roster, Ole Miss and Miami. We don't blow them out the water.
Oh yeah, this is where I'm gonna kill. This is why I'm gonna kill Iceman at. Iceman, I'm about to melt your ass, bro. You just see Iceman. Well, the problem is your name Iceman, and I'm about to melt you, bro. You said Mario, and like I said, I'm rooting for Mario if he comes to Miami. You said Mario whooped Ohio State. He whooped their butt. What was the total score in the last 2 games that he played, that he coached at Oregon? If those are the last 2 games, what was the total score, Coach? Is it like 60 something to 10 to Utah?
I don't know exactly.
How many points did they score last game? 3? They scored 3 in the last game they played Utah in the Pac-12, right? They scored 3 points in that last game they played against Utah in the Pac-12 championship, and they scored 7 points the first game in the game before, 3 weeks before. So in Utah scored 38 and 31 or 38 and 38 or something like that. So that's 70 something to 10 in 2 games back to back. Then he lost to a 3-win Stanford team this year. So if you want to bring up those comparisons, Iceman. I will melt you. Like you will get melted.
But my thing is, even with Ice, I'm cool with like.
I have no problem with it, but
but I'm just saying. So here's my thing. He said, I saw he put in there. Said Mario brings stability or something like that. He said, I want to make sure I say it right. Say Hayes don't like Mario. No, I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. It's not about not liking Mario. It's about getting things going. Hold on, I'm gonna say. Oh, Mario provides leadership, stability, and recruiting. All right, let's talk about this leadership. People play for Lane Kiffin. I've never heard anything. I've never heard a player say anything bad about Lane Kiffin. Stability. Stability is subjective, Ice. Stability is based off your wins and losses. That's all it is. It's based off your wins and losses. If Mario Cristobal comes out here right now and goes 7-5, the same fan base talking about he's a lifer, y'all gonna want him fired. And I'm not
The
saying
problem is going to be a 10-year contract.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how long the contract.
I
The
know
people
that's the problem.
want him fired, but they're gonna want him fired.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's all. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter who. The same thing with Lane Kiffin. He go out here and go 7-5. I'm gonna want him fired too. So that's leadership, stability, and then recruiting. Lane Kiffin is recruiting Florida right now. He getting kids to go to Oxford, Mississippi. And let me ask you this: what is our strength in South Florida so far as talent-wise? What is our strength? Skill position. If I'm a kid right now in South Florida, and I'm a wide receiver, running back, why wouldn't I want to play for a dude that's putting up 50 points when I know I can get a piece of that pie? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I get to stay at the crib. So that's all I want to say to it. Now, for the Mario thing, let me just say this. It's not that I don't like Mario. There's one aspect about Mario that I don't like. And it's the fact that it is really not a Mario issue. It's more of a philosophy issue. My issue is the coordinator pieces. He has to strike gold twice, and that's hard to do in order to be successful. He's got to get the right OC, he's got to get the right DC. That's going to be hard to do. Back to what I said, ask Ed Ogeron. Ed Ogeron struck gold with Joe Brady, struck gold with Aranda. And as soon as those two left, because you talk about stability, as soon as those offensive coordinators have some success, guess what's going to happen? The other schools will come calling, coming to get them. And they're going to leave for better opportunities, right? So now Mario has to keep continuing that cycle. I don't know another head coach. Name another head coach that's not been in a coordinator's role or have their philosophy instilled in their.
Oh my God, Coach! I don't mean to interrupt you, Coach. I don't mean to interrupt you, but this shit bugs me out. They said the quarterback at Oregon was dog water. Who the fuck brought him in?
He was bad, but guess what? That was a Mario pick.
That was a Mario pick.
But let me go back. Here's where my real problem is. Hold on, but I don't know why the audio is so bad, bro. It's terrible.
I don't know. I'm on my cell phone, so that's probably why. I'm on
maybe it's picking it up. Oh, you don't have the headphones in. All right, so here's what's happening.
I'll go get my. While you talking, I'm gonna leave my phone and you talk. I'm gonna go get my earbuds.
All right. So here's the problem. My last piece of it is with Mario. I'm sorry, with the coordinators. I had to get my thought back together. I don't know where. So he has to pick right coordinators. Ed Ogeron did that 2 years ago. Those two young guys left, or not young guy, but those two coordinators left. And guess what happened? In 2 years, he's fired. That's what scares me about Mario. Not necessarily Mario Cristobal, the man, more than Mario Cristobal, the system. Because I don't know another quote unquote head coach in today's era, not Bobby Bowden and Joe Paterno. I'm talking about today's era of football, especially not offensive minded guys who are doing it at that level. And that's all I'm saying. Mario coaches the coaches. I'm fine with that. I agree, Billy Jenkins. The only problem is there's so much turnover with that. Says Dabo. Yeah, but guess what Dabo got lucky with? Back to what I'm saying. He caught a Brett Venables that doesn't want to be a head coach. He doesn't have to worry about that guy leaving. That's what I'm talking about, having a strike goal. Imagine if Dabo constantly had a lot of turnover. Clemson probably wouldn't be the same team they have today. That's the biggest thing. Nick Saban, Dabo Swinney. You talk about older guys. I'm talking about newer football. Think about that. Nick Saban. Nick Saban is not a CEO. He's a defensive coordinator. That's his defense they're running, guys. I don't know why y'all don't think just because he got somebody as a defensive coordinator, that's Nick Saban's defense. Do you really think Nick Saban was going to give his defense to Pete Golden, who came from University of Texas, San Antonio? Do you really think he would put a defensive coordinator from Texas, San Antonio in charge of the number one team in the nation without any input? Come on, really think about what I'm saying. Pete Golden came from University of Texas, San Antonio. You think he's going to get a number one? But if you notice on offense, he gets the top offensive coordinator, head coaches that's been fired and need a job. That's the difference between Nick Saban. Dabo, lucky. He struck gold with Brett Venables. I don't want to be a head coach. What did I do? Pay him $2.5 million to be my defensive coordinator. So he's not enticed to leave. So that defense part is taken care of. All I got to do is worry about the offense. I forgot the brother's name. So I understand the Dabo, but
for some reason it's not letting me connect. For some reason, not letting me collect my. Can you hear me? It's still bad audio.
No, it's perfect. Huh?
All right.
Well, it's got feedback when I talk.
Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, it's not letting me connect right. But the StreamYard thing is hard to do. When we talked about it earlier, hard to do on the phone. You got so many different components.
Basically, Coach, you align the coordinator. Basically,
it's his fault. It's his thing. Whatever it is, because everything's sounding mumbled.
So
it's
JP,
his. Yeah.
JP, fix that.
Tell JP to mute it for a second. See what happens.
JP, JP, mute yourself for a second, JP.
Let's see if it's a feedback because it sounds garbled up.
Let me see. What it sound like now?
That's perfect.
All right.
That's perfect.
All right, JP, come back in. Let's see what it sounds like when you come back in.
I'm back in now.
That good now?
Look, it's better now. Yeah, it's better. It's better.
All right.
Yeah, but that's all I was just saying. And so it's really not a Mario Cristobal, the man problem more than it is. I would have the same argument if we were to bring Ed Ogeron in. It's not Mario Cristobal. It is Ed Ogeron. I mean, it's the style. That's all I'm saying. If Ed Ogeron was to say, "Oh, we're gonna bring Ed Ogeron in for this job right now." Now, I'm not saying these guys don't know football. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that whatsoever. What I'm saying is that you have to instill the stability, back to Iceman's point, from a football philosophy standpoint. And you may tweak it when guys come in. And that's what the problem is right now. That's the problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I explain to somebody real quick? Like, said we don't have to give more than $8 million a year because of the no income state. Let me explain something to you about that. See, that state tax thing, y'all people listen to the media. Listen to me. You don't have to get a state tax because it costs so much to live in Florida, to live nice in Florida, that the state tax, you ain't worried about the state taxes. Everything else is so freaking high. The same house you can get in Coral Gables, right? You can get a 5-time bigger house, let's say in Charlotte, where I'm at now. For the house in Coral Gables that'll cost you $3 or $4 million, in Charlotte, it'll cost you $400,000. And the taxes aren't aren't really that high. So when they bring up that state tax thing, that's malarkey. Because when I went to Florida, gas was like $3.30 a gallon. Here it's $2.70. I'm just talking about everything as it adds up. Like, it is way more. I would pay double of what the house here is $400,000. In Florida, this same house would have been in Coral Gables or in Miami. This same house would have been $2.5 million.
Hey, Coach.
Like, serious.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Yeah. Hey, Coach. You think Cristobal, like, what's your faith that he's gonna be able to bring in these top coordinators that he's gonna need, or is he gonna need help bringing them in?
I don't know. I think he'll do fine bringing them in. Like I said, my question to him was not that he can't get the guys, is that the process has to constantly repeat. Because when you bring a top coordinator in, they don't want to be a coordinator forever. They want to go on and do bigger things. And so it's not the fact that he can't get the guys, it's the fact he has to got to keep finding goal every time there's turnover, right? So let's say he brings in Joe Brady this year. Let's just say, great job, Mario. I love it. I'm with you 1,000%. And then Joe Brady turns this thing 11-2 team. And then let's just say, I'm just talking a name. I'm just pulling one out the hat. Let's say TCU come calling.
Right.
It's the same thing just happened with Rhett Lashley. Right? Yeah. The same exact thing. Let's just say Manny Diaz was not finna be fired. He did his thing, was no thing on the book. But what happened? SMU came and grabbed him because he wants to now become a head coach. And so that's not I'm not saying Mario Cristobal can't bring in great guys. Yeah, he can. He has that. He has to keep it up. He has to keep that going.
Can I say something real quick? Can I interject?
And on both sides, not just
both sides.
Offensive side or defensive side, because he kind of runs that side. Yeah.
Can I interject real quick? Like, I'm gonna interject on JLT. It's blasphemy to bring Nick Saban's name up compared to any coach. Can we not bring Nick Saban compared to any coach unless it's maybe a Urban Meyer or maybe a Davos, like any coach in modern. Listen, Nick. I hate to say this, but Nick Saban is a god in the coaching. Listen, don't sit here and say, "Well, Nick Saban does it fine." Nick, listen. Nick Saban has 6 or 7 championships. Listen, no, don't.
I think
it's like saying Michael Jordan won 6. Yeah. So why can't this? Listen, Nick Saban he's God of college football coaching. So you cannot compare what he does to any other college coach in history.
Yeah, I think Urban Meyer was the only one that was kind of sniffing his kind of air. That's about it.
That's why I said you can bring in Urban, because Urban Meyer got 3 championships for 2 different teams, 3 different quarterbacks. So I could give him a snippet, but you don't compare any. Listen to me. It's blasphemy to compare any coach with Nick Saban that hasn't even won a playoff game. It's blasphemy.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here in a second, though, but I want to say this part. Somebody said, "Can you say something positive about Mario, not be a negative?" No, there's a lot of positive, right? We already know he's going to bring in the physicality. Yeah, he's going to get the top recruit. He a fired up dude. Like I say, it's not that I don't like him. I'm just saying, if I had to choose, that's who I would choose. Mario's going to make sure the players are accountable. Mario's going to make sure that, guess what? They're going to play tough. They're going to practice tough. He's going to be in the coaches' behinds. It ain't going to be no lackadaisical stuff. He spend a lot of hours in the building. I mean, those are the things I'm saying. But I can't speak to his on-the-field football schemes because he personally doesn't have one. He has an on-the-field a mentality, not a philosophy, because that's left up to those 2 guys. And then the last person said, well, Coach, you can say the same thing about any coordinator. Yes, you're right. But look at the team. Look at Georgia right now. What Kirby Smart hurting on right now? 2 things. What is Kirby Smart hurting on? That he can't get offense and a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a defensive guy. The defense is balling because his philosophy has been instilled for the past, how long he been there? 6 years or whatever it is, something like that. Those are the things I'm saying. That's why that's huge right there. That's why that's really big. But on the offensive side, what does Kirby Smart have to deal with? Finding a new coordinator, right? He keeps changing them. But imagine that's one side of the ball. Imagine if he has to do that on both sides of the ball. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a perfect example of what I'm trying to say. That at least the defense has held Georgia where they are.
That's what I said earlier. I said he has and I told JP, I said, JP, listen, all the off-field stuff, the things that he can bring and the intensity and everything, yes, but he's never called a play. I don't know what I'm going to get from him X and O's wise. What can I get from X's and O's wise? I have no idea because I've never seen him he's not an X and O coach. So he's going to have to always always bring in somebody who is like you say with Nick Saban, he can control the defense. With Kirby Smart, he can control the defense. With Lane Kiffin, he can control the offense. Mario has never called a play, and that's the one thing that made me scratch my head the whole time is that he X and O's wise. What do I get? Now, like I said, I'm going to support him 120%. Gonna support them,
1,000%.
but we are not wrong for asking questions. If you think we're wrong for asking questions, then I'm not gonna apologize for asking questions.
Yeah, and so it's like anything else, right? Why do people want Joe Brady so much? Why do people want Joe Brady so bad?
Because he can call plays.
Because of what he did at what?
LSU.
You look at people's bodies of work based on what you're going to do, right? You see what I'm saying? You look at people's bodies of work and not things that you think they can do, but things that they have done. And that's it. That's all it is, man.
You trust former Canes making Iceman said, I trust former Canes making decisions who they want as a head coach and AD. Okay. But every former Cane isn't a businessman. I mean, every you trust Michael Jordan as being a head coach or as being he's the greatest basketball player of all time. You trust him? Would you take him in the Miami Heat and replace Pat Riley? The greatest basketball player of all time. Is that not a valid question, Coach?
No, I've always said that just because I always say that just because you played it don't mean you can coach it, right? I'm not saying two things can't be true, but just because you could backpedal don't mean you could teach backpedaling.
Exactly. You know what? One thing about great players is great players sometimes didn't have to work. They had it. They had that it thing where they could turn it on anytime. Mm-hmm. And they expect other players to be the exact same way as they are when they're.
Wasn't the question if you trust the former players to choose who the coaches are, wasn't that a question?
No, it wasn't a question. It was a statement.
What was the statement?
The statement was, I trust former players to choose who the AD and coach is. That was the statement.
Okay. Well, that's a different argument than y'all just made.
No, it's not a different argument I just made.
Yeah, it is.
How's it different, JP?
It is.
How's it different what I just said?
It is a different argument.
Who we talking about coaching versus picking players.
Right.
But again, let me ask you this. Who's to say, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I can agree with that to a certain extent. I've always said the people who hire coaches are never qualified to hire a coach because the only thing they're going to talk about in those interviews is intangible things, off the field stuff. Can Julio Frank sit in that meeting today with Mario Cristobal, Lane Kiffin, Joe Brady, whoever? Can he actually get on the board and talk X's and O's with those guys? Julio Frank? No. Nobody on the board of trustees except maybe a former player. So, yeah, there is some validity to what they're saying. But the same way as a football coach, I can't sit up there until I can't hire the next president of the university because I don't know what it takes to be the president of a university so far as budgeting and meetings and all other stuff that goes into that. So my only thing is that's what they have to look at as a body of work. And I understand why they pick Mario. It's 1,000 reasons why he's a great candidate. There really is. And that's my only concern for him. I don't have any other concerns about Mario Cristobal whatsoever.
And I think we are both on the same page with that, Coach. It's not.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be 2 years of fire, and then we get a guy, and then it changes, and Like you said, yeah, Mario won the Rose Bowl. He did win the Rose Bowl, right? But then he comes right back because what? Was there some changes in personnel and people and maybe some flaws? I don't know. I don't follow Oregon too close like that, to be honest. I just don't want to see the Hurricanes go here and then here. Like, I'm gonna tell you what my biggest fear is, and I gotta go. I do not want to see the fan base turn on the prodigal son, dog, because it get rocky for him at some point. And I know all fan bases are like, it's not just a Hurricane. I just told Zoe earlier, Ohio State fan base wants Ryan Day fired because he recruited a 5-star quarterback, and they mad because he didn't get a defensive player. Huh? We need to fire Ryan Day. He don't know what he's doing because he recruiting a 5-star quarterback. And he don't got a defensive player. That's what we wanted Coach fired for. And I don't want to see the fan base turn on a guy like Mario Cristobal, who is the culture, the person. I mean, he fits it all, right? A Cuban dude right there in Little Havana, fought through the ranks, parents immigrant, all that good stuff. That's a great story. And then as a fan base, because he go 8-5, fly the banners, get him out of here, blah, 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 because the process ain't good enough.
And the thing about it is, you ain't gonna be in the fly banner because he's not. From my understanding, I'm not saying it's 100% fact, but if he get it, what I think, in 3 years, you ain't gonna be in the fly damn banner because he get signed a 10-year contract. So 3 years or an 8 year. If he's on an 8-year contract, it's not a 5-year contract. So it's 3 more years. So you're not gonna be in the fire in the 3 years. He's not gonna be if it doesn't go the way you want to go, because that's a smart move. Because I would not leave any school to come to Miami and sign a 5-year contract.
72 new creature says, Coach Hayes, I know you know that once Mario brings an offensive coordinator playbook, and if he leaves, he gets to keep the same playbook. Guys, football don't work like that. They got playbooks all over the internet. I can go pull up Alabama's offensive playbook right now. It's about when you call the plays, right? It's about how you call the play. It's about how you teach it. Just because I got a playbook doesn't mean I can implement it the same. It's not like a recipe for a cake, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, I get a stick of butter, some flour, this, that, and the other. It doesn't work like that.
So you're saying, Coach, you're saying Polo Timmy can't take your. So you're saying Polo Timmy can't take your spot, right? He can sit beside you, but he can't take your spot right now. He got to be trained. He got to be educated. You just can't leave Polo Timmy to do the show right now. You got to be educated.
For example, you're 100% right. But football is a fluid thing. It's a moving animal. When you're in a game, sometimes it's about a feeling. It's not because, you know what, last year against Alabama, it was 3rd and 3 at 14 minutes left on the clock. We call this play. Well, this year it's 3rd and 3, and we're gonna call that same play. It may not work. Like, it's a moving, living creature, dog. So it's a little different. Just because I got a playbook doesn't mean I can do the same things that the person who's doing it does.
Hurricane Dale, I understand that's what assistants are there for. But at the end of the day, like I said, only coach that I know that's a head coach that I know that never called plays before, that I know of. I'm pretty sure the other out there is Dabo Swinney. That's the only one that I know. I can't think of another one. If you could think of another one, tell me. I know that's what assistants are for. Assistants are there to call plays, this, that. I understand that. I'm not going to disagree with you with that. But at the same time, like, you still have to know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, like, how can he teach someone that he doesn't know if he doesn't know it? You see what I'm saying? Like Coach said, if Kirby Smart can fire his defense coordinator in the middle of the season and not lose a beat, because he could take over that job. What can Mario fire his offense or defensive coordinator in the middle of the season, and he take over one of those positions? No. That's what I'm saying. That, like, it's not that I'm talking down. Like, please don't take it like I'm talking down. I'm just speaking. I'm speaking facts. Like,
it's touchy. So I got to get out here, but it's touchy. It's like Florida. Let's look at Todd Grantham, right? Dan Mullen was boom. He got to Todd Grantham. He didn't make his decision fast enough, and it started the sinking ship. And that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, do I do camps for D-line? Yeah, we can do a camp if that cash right. Hayes does every night. No, I'm just teasing, man. We're gonna do some stuff like that coming up soon, man. We definitely will.
And hopefully he'll do that on his channel and not on YouTube.
No, that's what the website is for, CoachHayesFootball.com. So yeah, you guys want to check it out. But
hey, Coach,
listen, I gotta run, bro.
Hey, Coach, when you get out, then go back in the live stream and put that on there so I can pin it to the top.
Okay. Also, I'm going live today at 5 anyway, man. So me and V2 are gonna be in there cutting up a little bit. So y'all can come check us out.
I'm about to get off, bro. I'm not gonna be on too much longer, so I'm not gonna drop the link because I'm on my phone. And Coach had to say this stream key kills your phone. I'm at like 20% now.
Yeah, it's tough.
This stream yard kills your phone.
All right, we'll talk. Man. Appreciate y'all.
Look.
Oh, we got 340. All right, man. Hey, we check out CoheedFootball.com. Join the mailing list or text blast. Get on the text blast, man. To
Coach,
type
put it in the chat.
I will.
Put it in the chat or put it in the comment section so I can pin it.
Hey, respect, guys. Come on over there. I'm doing hella plugs on your job. Come on over there. We're going to open the phone lines up. Y'all call in, man. I love dialogue, right? Ain't no love lost. Let's make it happen, man.
I tried to call in everybody, couldn't get through. And one of my
we hot boys out here on the street, boy. We out there playing that music.
I couldn't even get through.
Hey, in the words of Tyrese, what'd he say?
What more do you want from me?
What more do you want from me?
We out here, man. I'll catch y'all again.
All right, so
peace, man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be on too much longer, Dade County. Shake, I ain't gonna be on too much long, man. I've been on for an hour 50, and we got 334 in the chat tonight, man. That's crazy. In the chat today, that's crazy. I appreciate everybody. JP, yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying. Like I'm on board 120% with Mario. Yeah, I'm on board 120%. But am I not allowed to voice concern about certain things?
Nah, you got legitimate points.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm doing. I'm not bashing. Listen, what did I say from the beginning? Whatever coach that we get, I'm going to support. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Whatever coach we get, I'm going to support.
You just gotta hope using the right people. That's all.
Huh?
I said we just gotta hope that he brings in the right people. Then we ain't gonna have to worry too much.
You still don't have to worry because right people are gonna leave. I want him with a playbook in his hand. I don't want him to just bring in the right.
You can't do that. I'm saying that's not gonna happen. So what I'm saying is in this situation,
it can happen. He can walk around. He doesn't have to call plays. He can understand. I want to see him with a playbook in his hand, so I can at least see that he's progressing and learning as a coach the plays that are being called. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think you have to know that. I think you have to know that.
You think he's gonna do that at this point?
I hope so. I hope so. If I ever got in his ear, if I ever got a chance to talk to him, I would say, Coach, I would love to see you with a playbook, with offense and defense, a playbook in your hand. You gotta have it in your hand. Shit, put on your phone. Pull your phone out. What are they doing? What calls are they making? What are they making them? Like, serious. I'm for real, because like I said, if something happens and we lose somebody, like, what do we do? Put it this way, Dabo lost what's his name this year, the defense coordinator.
And then look at him, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, so it's a concern. As I said, the best we can hope for is that he got the right people in.
He said Pat Fitzgerald. I'm guessing that's the coach that never called plays before, and I've never heard of Pat Fitzgerald. He probably had never won a bowl game or he's probably never won a playoff game or anything like that neither. And if that's what you want in Miami, I'm okay with it. I just said, has Dabo ever called a play? And I said he hasn't called a play. And as soon as he lost his top two coordinators, they went down because he couldn't coach either side of the football. I'm so tired. I'm not even responding to that. So I hate to hang up with over 300 in the chat, but my phone is about to die. Well, I'm at 287 now. My phone is about to die. I'm so sick of hearing this right here. Listen, I'm skipping over all those comments. I'm not even responding to those comments. If you want me to respond to those comments, I'm not responding. You already know what I'm talking about, JP. I'm not responding to anything like that. I'm not responding to anything about a stadium. Not doing it at all. It's annoying talking about a stadium. We don't even go to a damn great stadium right now. Everybody talking about a stadium. We don't go to a stadium now. I'm gonna talk about it. Take your ass to Hard Rock. You ain't gonna go to the stadium in Tropical Park. I'm down there with that shit. thought he go to the stadium in Tropical Park. You talking about a damn stadium? Kind of shit.
I guess the stadium is the last thing we need to worry about right now. If they want to bring in a stadium in a few years, whatever, but we got to start winning before we talk about no damn stadium.
Everybody text Coach Hayes when we get out of here. Text Coach Hayes. Let me see. Coach Hayes blast text Hayes to 39970. I'm going to try to pin that while I redo. I can't pin it from my phone, but I'm gonna try to pin that and but everybody do that now. Thank you, man. Talking about damn Tropical Point. Your ass gonna be out in the sun with nothing covering you, sitting on bleachers getting hemorrhoids. Shit. You don't hear nobody brag about FIU Stadium.
Nah, that's trash.
Kind of shit is that? They're gonna be sick. Y'all know College Stadium have bleachers, right? Y'all know what bleachers is? They're stainless steel. They're stainless steel. Every college stadium has bleachers. Shake. There's not a college stadium that don't have bleachers. All of them have bleachers. So you're gonna have that guy next to you, leg rubbing up against you, sweating and shit. His leg gonna be up against your leg. Y'all gonna be swapping sweat. Y'all gonna be swapping sweat in the damn stadium with no canopy. The sun beating down on your damn leg and your head. Y'all gonna pass out and be hugged up with each other, pass out, hold each other.
I ain't gonna lie, none of us used to care as long as we was winning. That shit, as soon as we started losing, that shit wasn't so comfortable no more.
They didn't have bleachers at the Orange Bowl.
Huh?
The Orange Bowl didn't have bleachers, they had seats. That was a pro stadium too.
Bro, they had bleachers too.
Well, I said seats. Where the bleachers was at? Way up top?
They had bleachers too. Trust me.
I'm saying where at?
Whenever they had a big game.
Well, they would bring them out there. But I mean, the majority of it was seats.
Yeah.
Because they sold the seats when they tore the stadium now, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna be out there with y'all ass gonna be out there. Y'all ass gonna be out there. New stadium. Y'all ass gonna be out there rubbing each other's legs and shit. I ain't going no games if they get a new stadium. I ain't going out there. Sitting that damn heat. I'm gonna let y'all go die. Like I said, at the top there were bleachers. That's it. This stadium, 90%, 100% of them will be bleachers.
I said, if we winning, ain't nobody gonna care what it is. If it's bleachers, seats, whatever. If we winning, nobody care.
Yeah, they gonna care when they pass. I'm gonna see Shake passed out with some other dude, legs on each other, sweat and everything, passed out.
And they gonna get up laughing because we just whooped somebody.
But why they can't do that at the Rock?
No, they can. They can. That's what I'm saying.
My point exactly. I ain't tripping. Every game wasn't in the daytime, bro. Every game ain't in the daytime now, Shake. But I watched people get carried out the Orange Bowl. I was there. I went to that stadium too. JP, you remember them carrying motherfuckers out who done passed out, JP?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta mute you. Hold on. I gotta mute myself. Hold on.
I remember watching people get passed out at the Orange Bowl. I remember watching that shit. There's only a couple night games, and people don't go to the games, man. Y'all crazy as hell, man. I ain't about to sit there and argue with y'all about no damn stadium. Take your ass to the Rock, man. Thank you, Aaron. People don't want to pay to go to a pro stadium. Miss me that shit. All right. You missed them days because we were winning, but every game wasn't a sellout neither. They only sold out 3 games a year. They only sold out 3 games a year at the Orange Bowl. That's it. 3 out of 6 games got sold out at the Orange Bowl. That's it. Create a new. Your home is where your. All right, man. You know what? Fuck it. Y'all, people do what they want to do. I don't give a fuck about the stadium. I'm glad where I'm at right now. You better not ask me for a donation for a stadium. I promise you, I ain't putting in $1. I ain't putting in $1. All right, Hard Rock is trash. Thank you. Appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Hey man, I'm about y'all. Y'all about to kill my damn Sunday with all this stadium talk and don't nobody even go to fucking games. Buy season tickets and then talk to me about a stadium. How about do that first? Buy season tickets. If you ain't got season tickets, shut up about a stadium. How about that? How about that? Hey JP, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Let's see if
Hey,
Mario.
man,
Let's see if Mario
I'm
comes to the.
kind of halfway between y'all, man. I am salty
I
about
don't
the
give a
Orange
fuck
Bowl.
about a
I am
stadium. I
salty
don't
about
care.
the
I
Orange
don't
Bowl,
want to talk
but
about it no more. I don't want to talk about it
I
no
ain't
more.
sweating it like some
I don't
people.
want to
Like
talk about
I
it.
think we got to win first. We got to
If you
win.
ain't a season ticket holder, don't say shit about us damn stadium. I'm done
We got to
talking about
win.
it. I'm
That's the
done
bottom
talking.
line.
I'm done talking about it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Then don't talk about it. We just got to win. That's what we got to do. Fuck all that other
I
shit.
don't give a shit about the Orange Bowl. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the stadium right now. I care about winning today. Stop living. How you want to tell Georgia fans to stop living in the past and you live your ass in the past? Listen to me with that shit. All we can worry about, only thing we can do is worry about what's going on right now and try to support these things. You know what? Fuck, I'm about to give you a rant. Worry about what's going on right now. Support these kids. Support this school. Whatever coach we hire, support that coach. Do that. Do that. Just do that. Stop bitching and complaining about shit we don't have. How about that? Stop crying and bitching about shit we don't have and support the school, support the players, support the team, support the coach, no matter where the fuck they play at. How about I do that? How about I do that? Stop crying about a stadium. I'm out. Shit.